Hey everyone, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna talk about Kingdom Guardian and what you can do to score pretty quick times, and potentially you can be faster than this. Now, of course, it really depends on the formation you're facing, and also whether or not you face stuff like Sylvanian Cavalry, whether or not you face stuff like Lich Skeletons, which in such a case the formations would be a bit different. So as always, we're gonna start with the buffs. Excuse me. I have level 57 Avalon. I do have this morale boost weapon. I do have 50% bonus damage to friendly units. And I do have a buff towards the Warhorn to level 10. So I also have the mirror, so I would place 2 Avalons. In terms of the prism, I have Guardian tier 10. So that is how I set up my Avalon, and I do place 2 Avalons. Now, you should pay attention that I only have 20 potential Avalon, meaning if you have potential 50 with the Warhorn Exalted ability, you would get increases increases damage dealt by 40% for 8 seconds. So in such a case, you would actually increase a little bit more damage and either guarantee 5 seconds in a lot of, I suppose, less attempts than I tried, because I tried about 20 or so with 4 heroes, or even potentially even get it a bit faster. So that is one of the heroes that I used. The other hero that I used is Grims. Now, I had potential open, so as you can see, I don't have potential high on Grims as well. And there is, I do believe, Ammo Wagon. Yeah, increases attack speed boost, so I don't have this. And I do believe that's it. Yeah, I don't have the Ammo Wagon, in which I think he can get like 20% attack speed additionally for Deadeyes, so I don't have that. That as well could potentially be improved. In terms of equipment, I didn't really change anything on Grims. I do believe majority of the buffs already are covered by Avalon, so I didn't really sort that stuff out. What I do have is the Tempering Charm, which I do believe will be very important in terms of the placement of this hero. And another prism that I used is Powder Prep tier 10, which increases physical damage dealt by troops by 28%. This is also kind of important. So, and the 4th hero that I used was pretty much random. I just had like this on him, and as well, I just needed to reset only like one, I think, hero mastery ability, so I don't really have to swap. So this is like just adding more ease of swapping stuff around, I suppose. Honestly, I could have used Bazrik, could have removed a few attempts, but the thing is, like, I used Bazrik with already a couple of hero masteries, and swapping around stuff, swapping artifacts, perhaps equipment, prisms, all that kind of stuff, I just, it already takes so much to swap for a variety of other events, so I just try to limit my own swapping. So that's the hero masteries that I used. I used Sprig nearby troops, attack and health 15%, and I use Avalon on tier 10, which is granting attack and attack speed, I do believe. And I do believe I used Grims on this, but I did swap it. I think so. I'm not sure. Just a few minutes ago, that ability grants, I do believe, 20% attack and 20% damage. Oh no, just damage and attack speed. So it's a bit better. So I used those abilities and stuff, and that's not enough or the reason to get that amount of, I suppose, speed. What we have to go to is, again, the reliquary, and it's incredibly important in majority of events. So what I have learned is that attack speed is pretty important in terms of the Deadeyes. So I just randomly made the stuff in terms of defenses. I don't really care about the defenses for events. Basically just went for attack speed on all units and went for damage dealt to large and massive 15%. So this helps me clear the Sylvanic cavalry faster. Then I went attack speed for troops again. Then I really don't care about any of the other stuff. Attack speed for Deadeyes. And then initiative, the first 30 seconds increases stats by attack, I think. Yeah, just attack. And then I do believe it's attack and crit damage because there's no attack speed here. And then the last page is troop attack and physical damage dealt. Now this is also pretty important. If you don't have this, you will actually notice a huge DPS drop. And the rest really don't matter since you don't use any mages or whatever damage dealers. So that is pretty much it for the reliquary. Now, of course, you also can use armory because I do think the Rhino Hammer essentially would work. Now, as you can see, I've upgraded plenty of pieces. Eventually, I will explain it in a new video as well, why I did that. So, pretty much, I suppose majority of the buffs are sorted. So, just before we go in, my Deadeyes have 20 million attack. They have 3.1 attack speed, which I personally would think is not very good. Because for events, you need like 3.3 or 3.5 or even 4 attacks per second. And you would score the timers a lot easier. I have 63 crit, over 300 crit damage. And I suppose that is pretty much it. I do believe I have about 40 to 60% physical damage from the Covenant as well. So where is Kingdom Guardian? Alright, so going on to show the formation. So basically I had 3 Cavaliers all in one row. So basically this is the formation I used. So as you can see, all of the Deadeyes had those little swords on them. It's basically the Avalon buff. So the only troop that's not really buffed is, I suppose, this Deadeye for attack speed. All the rest are buffed by Avalons. Yeah, all the rest are buffed by Avalons, and these 4 squads have the Tempering Charm. And I do believe this, all of these around Sprig, and I do believe this one as well has the Lich Key, which I do believe grants a little bit more attack speed. Now for the dragon, I didn't actually use a fire dragon. I forgot I swapped some stuff around for other things. So just to make sure I get almost the exact time, I have a dragon for events. Now it's not really that good. I have just the ability with the True Shot Aura, which kind of helped me out a little bit. Alright, so back to the formation. Though do keep in mind the amount of Deadeyes is actually pretty important. So I didn't really have these 2 squads majority of the time I was trying, and when I added them it actually became a bit easier. So personally, if you're struggling, you just need to add more Deadeyes. That's pretty much it. It would actually improve the time, and even if I would struggle to get 5 seconds, I would add another hero and perhaps make a formation a bit better in terms of space and add even 2 more Deadeyes, and that would actually assist quite a bit. So without further ado, let's get into the battle. So as you can see, basically this is too slow already, because at 4 seconds, this squad should be 50% already, but let's see. And as you can see, if that squad was 50%, I would already get 5 seconds. So eventually we have to retry a couple of times. Even with this, you need to proc some crit hits on some of them. Some of them have, some of the Sylvanic Cavaliers should not really have their attacks or damage evaded and stuff like that. So basically, let's try again. So as you can see, 2 seconds, 1 squad already died. Well, might as well try that one. Again, basically just a split second from getting 5 seconds. So eventually, if you would retry enough times, you would get 5 seconds. Majority of the time I had like 6 seconds and 5 heroes, but since this guy kind of contested me, I had to actually just swap back to, I suppose, dwarf and start retrying for less heroes. Usually I don't do full formation if I do have potential to get faster. Eventually people waste a lot of time and they would get tilted if I would get a little bit faster. And he's been competing in a lot of events, so have to be a little bit mean to people if they do try, but as well it is kind of risky because if they do get a time like this, I would not be able to actually pass. But pretty much that's it. Hopefully this video was useful to you. Hopefully it would help you out. Probably this formation can be used for a lot of, I suppose, the formations except the Lich. I do believe against Lich, you would need like Valerie, probably Vraxius, probably Avril, because those skeletons usually are hard to clear, and I do mean the dire ones, so Deadeye damage would actually be avoided majority of the time. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care and stay safe out there.